right. I'm looking like, come on, man.
You don't like that?
No,
You don't like to hear that
that
about the
wasn't a
man?
good one because then they never show like the whole clip of the play. Like this is what they got. They got him in LA. I mean, the finals. Remember, he was taking it in the air, and then he switched over to the left with Madge. They got that, but they got that like he fumbled the ball out. I'm looking like, hold
What up, Joe? What up, Joe? Welcome to Y'all City Sports Podcast. I'm your host, the Iceman. This the team.
What's the dealio? It's your man Alio, aka Mastermind. And you already know what time it is. It's time to get schooled once again with a great show, baby.
For sure, for sure. And it's your boy Young P. I'm in the building, aka Mr. PR. We finna have a great show for you good people out there in America. Let's get it, fellas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
CB, what it do, baby? CB, baby.
Doggy, baby.
Yes, sir.
Now, before we get the show started and I get into these questions, gonna put y'all up on a little something. Some of y'all might be up on him, some of y'all may not be. But I know some of y'all out there is not watching Nebraska basketball, because neither am I.
Right.
But
Right.
Japanese guy Keisei Tamanaga. Check him out. Now that the light is on him, let's see what he all about. And so
Comma knock down three
yeah,
for sure. Comma knock down three,
you know
baby.
what I'm saying? Let's see if he can I don't know where he come from, whatever, but let's see if he gets some jersey sales, be the next Lynn Sanity something. So I'm about to start watching Nebraska basketball, doing this little March Madness thing, and I'm about to see what little Jap man about.
And Comma say I'm gonna go down there, and I recommend y'all too. At least put a couple dollars that he knocked down two or three threes a game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And get paid right quick. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking about?
okay,
No,
okay.
I'm
Ain't
saying,
no lie. I'm like them. I ain't really up on dude like that. I know a little bit about him. I know he transferred in or whatever. He doing his thing and all that kind of stuff. But see, part of the problem is, man, Sports Center, all them little other little shows out here, they talk about the same 3, 4 people, same 3, 4 schools, same 3, 4 NBA teams. So you can't really get up on them
right.
unless you do your own due diligence and sit back and watch them games.
Right.
See
You
the
know what
way
I'm
you
saying?
get up on them. Hold on. The way you get up on
Right.
them,
I'm
you
listening.
tune into us.
Oh, go ahead, Master Mike.
We gonna tell you what's
You
going
right.
on.
You
Yeah, I
right.
said a sports podcast. We gonna
Okay.
tell you what's up with all these guys first before anybody else.
You right. You right
That's how
about
you
that
do
all
that.
the way around.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, his name is Keisei Tamanaka. Like I say, I'd like to thank my man, the legend Percy Cooper, for putting me up on it.
Coop.
And so now that the light, like I say, now that the limelight is on you, it's time to check him out and let's see what you about.
Let's
Let's
see.
see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. They say I know he a lefty, and all like that. So I'm about to see what you got.
See,
Go ahead,
nephew,
Mastermind.
we're gonna give a shout out to you, nephew, and you too, CB. Is that current enough for you, boss man?
Yeah. Okay. So look, just trying to put y'all on here, but this is how we about to start the show. How do you think the Chicago Bears offense will look this year? CB. I mean, oh my
Oh,
God.
CB.
missing you already,
Right,
baby.
right,
You know
right.
that already.
Go ahead, young P.
So this is what I'm thinking. I feel like they got some great pieces coming in. You know what I'm saying? Keenan Allen was a great pickup from San Diego. Yeah, they took him from your team, CB. You know what I'm saying? That was a great pickup. They already got DJ
Not
Moore
San
there,
Diego, LA Chargers.
LA
We gonna
Chargers.
keep
You know,
rock.
but I'm just saying they got some great pieces. They picked up Swift too. You know what I'm saying? He had a nice year last year in Philly. You know what I'm saying? So they got some pieces. I think they added another lineman, so that should help to give him a little bit more protection because basically they're going after Caleb Williams. But this is what I think is gonna happen. I think they're gonna be just okay. Because Caleb got two, I think he got a learning curve, which if y'all been watching, and I know y'all been watching, I've been telling y'all about Caleb and some of his deficiencies and stuff like that. So I think that's what's gonna be. Everybody getting so gun ho on this offense gonna be like this because he giving him everything that y'all should have gave Fields, but y'all gave it
Absolutely.
to him. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Breach.
And I think, and from what I'm hearing too, they talking like Caleb don't even want to go to Chicago. So that's another problem. So if you got a person that don't even want to come there, he really ain't finna perform like he's supposed to perform. You know what I'm saying? Because he already doubting that y'all ain't the organization that can get me to where I'm trying to go. So I think they just gonna be okay, and I think people gonna be disappointed. They're gonna be like, "Damn, Caleb ain't really do what I thought he was gonna do. The offense ain't do what they supposed to do." And that offensive coordinator, what's his name, Shane or something like that. Hey, it's gonna really be on you. Can you develop them? You know what I'm saying? And develop
Absolutely.
their offense into
Absolutely.
being what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, like you say, it's on you, offensive
It's on you.
coordinator, to develop me. I'm gonna get on your ass in a minute, but go ahead, Mastermind.
I'm gonna say this: they kind of fumbled the ball over there, like I said in Chicago previously,
Mm-hmm.
but now getting rid of Justin Fields for what you got for him,
It was
showing that
crazy.
you really fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if what
What
you
a six
saying
was
is true, yeah, fourth, the
something like
highest it could
yeah,
be
like
is
11.
some fourth and the sixth, some nonsense. But if what you saying is true too, Caleb is giving you signs that he don't want to come. You really messing up. So to me, I think all your additions is great, but it's still gonna come down to that one key question: what can your quarterback do?
Right.
And if Caleb coming in already kind of against the program, you better get you a veteran to come in and what I'm saying, kind of hold it down until
Kind of
you
school him a
figure
little
that out.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until you
Right.
figure it out, till you get
Work
him more comfortable in
like you say.
Chicago.
On paper, you boys looking good. Like you say, you got the veteran receivers over there, and I know they're gonna be telling you, hey, if you see man coverage or whatever, and you
Get it
gonna
to
be able
one
to
of your
know, hey,
playmakers.
just get it to one of the playmakers and get out the way. Like they always say, just get the
Hmm.
ball to play, get the ball in the playmaker hand and let them do their thing. So that's gonna be the key thing. I believe that they're gonna be telling you in certain key
Times of the
yeah,
game.
at key times and stuff. So then, like I say, you got a decent all right. You're gonna have all right defense, and then you got like you say, the first ninth pick. We're gonna see what you're gonna do with that ninth pick, and like you say, in the NFC North, it's kind of different than the NFC East. It's kind of that defense hit a kind of hit harder in the NFC North, I think. So we got to see if Swift gonna be able to stay healthy the
He
whole
needs that.
year
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need
to
that.
help you out because you're gonna need help
But then they have a
for the
running back that
disguise
also
to disguise. You know what I'm saying? You know that run game and that play action, everything to to keep everybody on that defense, keep them
balance.
yeah at bay. So
But see, that's the thing. Like you said, they got to be able to keep him at bay.
uh,
But let me ask you this: just popped in my head.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? And then you can
mm,
finish what you were saying.
sure.
Do you think the speed of the game is what's gonna hurt him a little bit? Because like we was talking about last week, or we was talking off camera, talking after
Mm,
last week's show, we was talking about how fast players is and stuff like that.
mm,
When you go to the pros, you ain't really facing this lineman might be a four
mm.
eight, but this lineman a 5'6", 5. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just have one person who can do it. That whole line might can be 4'8", 4'9". So it might be a little faster coming at you. Just the speed of the game might. And he seemed like sometimes he give up on the play too fast. If I'm
Well,
making sense.
well, when he first get there with any, with any rookie, the speed of the game gonna be like that, and it's gonna be different. But like you said, as a quarterback, you know what I mean. Everything is in your hand. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
After you get the, the time clock, this and that,
Mm-hmm.
calling the play, getting everybody saddled, this and that and that. So after a while, you know what I mean, it'll be he'll be able to adjust to it. You know what I'm saying. But like I say, the key thing is gonna be what the defense is gonna do for the other teams. Are they gonna sit there in these zones or sit certain things and let him get comfortable? And because he got veteran players around him and let him just play catch football. Because sometimes certain teams will sit back in certain zones, or the cornerback, 9, 10 yards back. You know what I'm saying? So if he get to you know playing catch with these receivers and start getting comfortable,
Yeah,
now
feel
it'll
them
be a
going.
problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the defense too. This was really going to really to see what he gonna be about. Like I say, when Justin Fields is back there, you seen a lot of heat, a lot of pressure, and all that. So with him back there, are y'all gonna bring the heat like y'all was with Justin Fields and the rest of them, or y'all gonna sit back and let him throw? Or you know what I'm saying? So
I
it's
think
it.
I think
Go,
that's what it's gonna be. and I think it's going to be a lot of disguises on against him. I
Mm,
think they're going to be showing you one thing, and it's going to be something totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're going to make you think it's something that you used to seeing in college, and then as soon as you get ready to make that fatal mistake, that's when they coming.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Because my thing is this. We got to think about this too, people. If he played decent, we don't know where Chicago can go or where they can be. Because just think about it. This just came across my mind also. Besides Jared Goff and the Lions, who should win this division, but who knows? The way Green Bay
Bay,
had
baby.
picked up, last year and then got that far, and then they just picked up the running back, Joshua Jacobs. Now, besides that, and Love is still young, Minnesota lost Kirk Cousins.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got Chicago. So who really to know that we don't know if Green Bay really where they're at, even though, they got on
Exactly.
at the end. Right. So really the only team out that division really is the Lions. You know what I'm saying? Even though I think, Green Bay is gonna do their thing,
And I
but
think
really
is
it's
legit.
gonna be the Lions. But like you say, on paper, Chicago look damn good. And then
Yeah.
not to know, I mean, not to say what they're gonna do with that ninth pick.
Right.
You know what
That's
I'm
the whole
saying?
key thing
Yeah,
too.
so and then like I say, before I go to this next question, like I say, we don't even know who that first pick gonna be. Cause
I think it's gonna be
even though it's gonna be Caleb, I'm just saying, man. Hey, that boy, what's his name? That boy, nice.
Daniel J.
Daniel,
Daniel's nice.
He
yeah,
got you.
Daniel's nice.
Jay got
Yeah. Okay. Moving along. Can Marquise Brown be the next Tyreek Hill for the Kansas City Chiefs? Mastermind. Yo, boy,
you. You know what I was
Hollywood
thinking? I think
Brown.
Hollywood got the he got the
Hollywood.
potential to be a baby. I can't say he have
Say the
the
baby thing.
same.
Right.
I
Right. Right.
can't say he
Right.
gonna have the same effect because he is crafty. I'm just doubtful on some of them hands too, because sometimes some of your quarterbacks was putting it right there and you still was dropping it. So now, if you don't fall into the category like the rest of those Kansas City receivers, except for late in the Super Bowl, I give them their credit. You know what I'm saying? Playoff, you guys looked a lot better. But if you start falling into that same category of the dropsies, he won't be Tyreek. But if he get the ball and get a little bit of blocking, he got the capabilities of breaking it.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, he definitely got the capabilities of breaking
Go ahead, young Pete.
So this one of those questions that made me think about it for a second. You know, 'cause they just as fast. They both run the 4.2 something. You know what I'm saying? They both just as fast. Here's why I think he might be actually a little better
it.
than Tyreek. One, yeah, he drops a few or whatever. But if you really watch Tyreek, he's not a receiver per se, in my opinion. He just, he's just a
Feeding.
This coming from a receiver,
Yeah.
folks. So we this
We
this
gotta
this
listen.
guy
We
plays.
gotta
So
listen. We gotta listen. We tuning in.
he really kind of catch with his chest. He just basically the ball. He just do
right,
this.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you notice, a couple times when somebody get close enough and hit him, he dropping that ball too. You know what I'm saying? Because you're really supposed to catch it with your hand.
With your
Let
hand.
your chest be the secondary to help
Right.
you. You know what I'm
Get it
saying?
in all the way.
Get it in all the way or whatever. So I think Hollywood could probably do it a little bit better. One, because he's a little more shifty. And I think he runs routes better, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
than Tyreek. Tyreek was just so fast and people just underestimated him. You know what I'm saying? So he's shooting here, shooting there, but he always got somebody else. He had Waddles down in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Kelsey when he was in. You know what I'm saying? So get Hollywood kind of the same little structure. You got Kelsey, so now you got to kind of watch both of them. Like you said, he do just need to catch it, but Hollywood might just be a tad
Did
better.
didn't
Mm.
didn't
That's a key point.
did Tyreek Hill start off as a kickoff return man
I
or something
think
like
I
that?
so.
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably why he always catching with the body. You know what
might
I'm
be.
saying? Yeah,
Might be why he do that.
No, that's
right. So
another good point. See,
right.
see y'all, America, we school. That's why I say learn something.
and yeah, well no, go ahead, Mastermind.
But I just say this though. I think since you brought up that good point, it's a possibility that he can do that. He can, his full meta layer skills could really display. Will be a display a little bit
Cause you
more.
got Andy Reid at the helm now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going
And just think
to
about the
use that
sweeps
speed.
and all that
Oh,
with
I'm
him. And
using all that to my
Right.
advantage now.
You got to understand this. Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown is finna be a big difference for the simple fact all the other receivers that they brought in last year, whatever, like Tony and the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, they was dropping the ball and they was there supposed to stretch the defense.
That's right.
So Rice and Wisnake can play the underneath, Rice and
Exactly.
Kelsey.
Right.
But they was dropping the ball too much
Mm-hmm.
downfield and key plays and stuff like that, touchdowns and all like that. And then if you remember in the playoffs, they switched Rice and made him. They put
The
him
number
in
one,
that slot. I
basically.
mean,
Yeah.
that one that made him do all the thing, so he can free up, and get those routes, and then and they can, and Kelsey too. So
Mm-hmm.
now I think they got Brown, like you say. He's here to take over the top, like how Andy Reid always had in his offense,
Mm-hmm.
away from Deshaun Jackson and all his players in Philly. He always had an over the
Mm-hmm.
top player. And then you got Tyreek Hill. Then when he lose them, he always try to find one because he need them to clear out for Kelsey
Right.
and Rice. So that's gonna be a big difference. And then
Now
he
you know what you made
he
me think.
kept the
Not to cut you
defense
off.
too. Go ahead.
So look, truthfully, I'm just thinking. Now, I don't know America, but I'm guesstimating with this. So just think if Rice, because you said like you
Hmm?
were saying, speaking of Rice,
Mm-hmm.
they brought him basically from the outside, right, to the inside,
Yeah,
and made
remember
him
doing
that.
it in the playoffs because
So just
everybody was
think
dropping the
about
ball. Go
this.
ahead.
But just think about this. His strength
No,
might be
no, no. I think he was either or. He got switched. I think he was in the inside at first, swim to the outside.
right,
Yeah,
but I
it was
know
either
one
or.
thing
But
for
they
sure.
switched him. In the playoffs when it was time. They Andy
So
Reid
if he,
switched him.
I'm just hoping that it was the opposite, that he
Mm,
was from the outside to the
Yes,
inside.
sir.
Because just think about this: if his strength is the outside, and you put Hollywood in the inside, which is his real strength,
Mm-hmm.
you got some dangerous stuff here now. You see what I'm saying? You got something
Mm-hmm.
that you don't want to play no
but
games
one
with
thing
that.
about Andy Reid, either or,
He
he
gonna
gonna
match
have
up.
both of them playing in and out.
Nah, I
Yeah.
got you.
Yep.
Yeah,
So like
exactly,
you say,
exactly.
dealing with Andy Reid and the way he game plan, the way he switch up everything, he gonna have them one out, one in, and then
Right.
one way, the opposite way, then
Mm-hmm.
going in motion, just everything, and still is going to
It's
Kelsey.
dangerous. Yep, yep.
You know what I'm saying? But no,
Right.
seriously though, like you say, it's some good picks and trades and everything that's going down, but Andy Reid is seriously going for that three-peak, folks.
Right.
Because if you
Yeah.
notice, I think they signed the key defensive players back also.
Yeah, they got Chris Jones back.
Right. So you
Mm-hmm.
got to understand this. Their only downfall was they weren't putting up enough points like they usually do. And I think with Hollywood Brown there, they finna get back to averaging that 30 points a game,
Hmm.
28 and a half or more points a game. They finna get back to that.
Right.
So with that being said, Andy Reid trying to go for that triple P.
The only thing that that they gotta show me, now I believe that they could actually probably pull it off. You got to show me who you got to replace Snead. I got to see that,
Did
or you got to
Snead
get
gone
Snead
yet,
back.
or
No,
did
no,
they
no.
got
That's what
him?
I'm saying. Or you got to
That's
get
what I'm
him back
saying. I don't know if they,
because they say he was interviewing with a couple teams. You
Oh,
know
he
what I'm
was?
saying?
Okay.
Still,
but I'm saying they could have franchised him,
they
couldn't
did. They franchised him though with the option to trade. So like you got the
they?
right
Right,
to go out and talk to other
right.
teams and see what your value is. So I don't know how. Hopefully he come back. If he come back, then it might be three-peat time, like
Right,
you were just saying.
right. Okay. Who would you start in Pittsburgh? And was it a good or bad decision? Who would you start in Pittsburgh? Russ Wilson or Justin Fields? Young P.
Got to start Wilson off Bill. You got to start him for a couple reasons. One, he the veteran. You know what I'm saying? He can kind of look Fields. You know you had your time, but come learn a little bit underneath Russ. You know what I'm saying? Two, I think just Russ. You got to kind of give him an opportunity to continue on what he was doing in Denver last year to see if he can keep kind of redeeming his name with a new system. You got a new coach. I mean, offensive coordinator. We used to be in Tennessee or something like that. Head coach in Tennessee, not head
I know you're
coach.
talking about the offensive line coach,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. So you got him who already worked with some young quarterbacks before and can kind of maybe bring out some things that's in your game as far as kind of moving out the pocket and stuff like that, which can kind of work in Russell's strength a little bit. So now you gotta work there. Then you give yourself time because they both Russ is only on a 1 year contract. Now I can sit and do my own assessment of Fields from practice and all of this kind of stuff, throw him in here and there in the games, and I can make the decision like, is Fields my future and get rid of Russ next year? You know what I'm saying? Because he only a 1 year deal. Or do I get rid of Fields next year and keep Russ and look for another young quarterback and I can maybe get Russ for the next 2, 3 years, which he tried to do anyways, be there for 3 or 4 years. So I think it was a great decision on Pittsburgh behalf. I wish Pickett had stuck around and didn't want to throw out that trade demand, you know what I'm saying? Maybe come and learn a little bit or whatever. But I
Mm-hmm.
wish he had stayed around. But I think it was a great decision on Pittsburgh because that was one of their downfalls was the quarterback position. People was on them. So now you brought in Russ, a veteran, and you brought in Fields, so you feel like you can probably do some things. And now they had the defense. The biggest thing is they just couldn't score. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't. You like, damn, if they could just score 10 points, they'd fuck around win some of them games. You know what I'm saying? 15 points, they would have won some of them games this past season. So now you got that. Russ, you just need to be Russ of the beginning, Russ of Seattle, and take your talent. And you started kind of coming into your own a little bit at the end of your career at Broncos. And you playing for a contract, Russ. If you only on a 1 year deal, so he basically got to show out anyway. So I'm gonna give you the chance to show out. What you gonna do, big fella?
Right. Go
You
ahead,
want that money or you don't?
Right. Go ahead, Mastermind.
I'm gonna tell y'all just like this. Russ, yeah, you my starter to the media and everybody,
Yeah.
and to the first snap at preseason. I mean, training
Training
camp.
camp.
You
Uh-huh.
understand what I'm talking about? If I see Justin throwing that heat and is getting in there and is looking better, then you, hey, my man,
To
you know,
having a
sit
seat.
right here, Russ. Sorry, as soon as he start messing up, then Russ, you can get on in there. But until then, it's a competition. But Russ, I agree, since you're a veteran, day one right now, yeah. If I had
Slide
to
it in
start
there.
somebody, yeah, I would start you. But it's to me, it's how the competition turned out in preseason. I mean, in training camp, really.
You don't think like you ain't looking at like he looking at Fields. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tomlinson looking at Fields like this is my future right here. So you
Yeah.
really ain't sitting long. Maybe you sit. Maybe you might
But no,
come back
I
20
mean, I
years.
do look at
This
it like
this my
that.
Right.
future.
But this
You
is all
know.
I'm saying. So, what about if your
Yeah.
future looking way better than Russ?
I mean,
When you
I
watching every damn
worry
practice,
about that about for game 5 and 6. Depends on where we at game 5 and 6. Then I start worrying
My
about
thing
bringing
is
them
this.
in.
Y'all gotta understand this with the vision y'all in too. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? My thing is this. It's good that they kind of got both of them. Because, like you said, you got Russ for nothing. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So basically,
and you got Fields basically for nothing because you
yeah,
still got his fifth year option
but
after you
yeah, but
picked
I'm
up.
talking about my thing is this. Like you said, you got both of them for nothing. But I got a younger
Yeah, no, that's the
Fields.
biggest
You
thing
know
right
what
there.
I'm saying? So
25 to
even though
35.
Russ, we got you for a little nothing, and I know you was the starter. We didn't know we was gonna get Justin Fields, and you know how it is. Just like how how uh how Russ did to when he went to Seattle with Flynn. Remember, they
Mhm.
didn't know that Russ was gonna play that. So things happen. So that can be happening to him. You know what I'm saying? Now they got this. And now Pittsburgh, they can get back to the old Pittsburgh with that RPO. They can hand the ball off to Najee Harris and the
Right.
other running back. You know what I'm saying? They can throw it to downfield.
Yep.
You know
To
what I'm
pick it.
saying? To pink it with Fields. And then you can still do some stuff with Russ, but Russ ain't a home run running no more. With the
Playing with
yeah,
that
with the
RPO.
RPO and what I'm saying, all
But I
that.
think I can get around that if I'm the coach. You know how I get
You know what
around
I'm just
that
saying?
for Russ? I need you
Quick
just,
dinks.
huh?
Quick dinks and dunks. Quick
Yeah, quick.
No,
drop
but
it
Yeah,
in.
see,
when I
but
put
no,
on the whole round,
but see, that's
let
the
that
whole
bitch go
problem.
faster. Let my man running up underneath it.
Okay.
Just let it go
But
faster.
but see,
Don't
that's
hold
my
it, trying to hold it, throw it 60.
this my whole key
Put it in the
thing.
40.
30-30.
That's
Yeah.
this why we got both of these quarterbacks. Like you say, if Justin Fields can do this, like you say, we got a great defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Plus they just got your man Queens from your team, Baltimore.
Yeah. He's sick
So you know what
about
I'm
that.
saying? So that making the defense even more. So that, like I say, they get to get back to old Pittsburgh football. Smash mouth with Najee Harris. Let
Mhm.
what's name drop back a couple times. Either one of the quarterbacks. But then, like I say, with what's name, you can RPO with Fields. I think more as a home run hitter than you can with Russ. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. And he, like I say, and he younger.
He
And
definitely
then you can
younger.
get him the contract if he playing good to keep the Pittsburgh, the
Tradition going.
tradition, the history, and all that going. And you got Mike Tomlin. You get to keep your job. You get to keep this winning, winning
Playoff
seasons
streak and
going
all
and
that.
all this
Yeah.
going. So You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. Just not the quarterbacks. Tomlin got to think about his job too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but I'm gonna go with Justin Fields.
You starting him?
Yeah, just because
Hmm.
it was good to get Russ because you know that Denver is paying the contract, so it was good to get him. But then, like how you say, you didn't know you was gonna get Justin Fields, and then you probably getting him, like you say, for a little nothing. And then if he getting to playing good, he's a veteran now. You can call him a veteran now in a minute because he been lead. Then you don't have to get a draft out the league. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Some rookies coming in, and now you get to groom him.
But if Russ played decent enough, I could sneak 2 years out of Russ. You know what I'm saying?
But my
And
thing
get
is this,
2 years on that, and then
not
I could get Justin on
but
the rookie
but
contract
my
again.
thing is
So then
this.
cashing
But
up
watch
and do
this.
two.
But hold on, fast. Hold on. Now,
Cash
what
Justin,
if
baby.
what if Justin is playing good,
Exactly.
like how you say, and one of these other teams quarterback or get hurt or they need somebody? Now that's where Russ come in. You don't want to have to get rid of Justin and he younger, and then like you say,
No, I'm not getting Justin my future all day
no,
and
no.
night.
What I'm saying is that's what I'm saying. If a quarterback, if the season start, when this season start, and somebody get hurt
Mm-hmm.
They gonna be calling
on
you about
another
Russell
team, they're gonna
Wilson
be calling
nonstop.
you. You rather getting rid of Russell Wilson
Then getting rid
than
of
Justin.
Justin.
So you gonna want Justin to be starting looking good. You know what I'm saying? You can have Russ on the back so somebody get hurt. Oh, you on the back burner, I can get rid of you and I can get some picks for you. And guess what? It worked out for Pittsburgh because they only was paying $1 million and they get a pick for giving you up. Hey, that's a win right there. You know what I'm saying? Anything else before we move along?
Good luck, Justin.
How will Aaron Donald be remembered? How will Aaron Donald be remembered? Young Peace.
You know, I'm hoping. I'm definitely know, we and us sports enthusiasts, and definitely, yeah, I said it, sports are gonna remember you as one of the great ones. You know what I'm saying? To ever
Mhm.
do it, hands down. You know what I'm saying? 10 years strong, all of that. You're gonna be remembered like that. I just feel like in this day and era, I just feel like I want him to remember, in my opinion, I want him to be remembered like LT. Even though they play different positions, I want him to kind of go down like that. Like
Mhm.
LT, he was this monster defensive tackle that they feared and all that kind of stuff. And I'm hoping that that's how he's remembered. I'm hoping that when they get to talking about the great ones and they get to talking about defense, his name is always brought up. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we forget and we get to saying certain names, and then you be like, dang, we ain't brought up dog, we ain't brought up dog, we ain't brought up dog, and these is great ones. You know what I'm saying? But you get to saying the same usual names. Yeah, LT was good. You know what I'm saying? Bruce. I know I'm going back. Bruce from Buffalo. I can't.
Oh yeah, Bruce Smith.
Bruce Smith, you know what I'm saying? These are the great ones or whatever. And we say they names, but a lot of times Aaron Donald might go on the wayside because he wasn't he's not very boisterous. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a loud, always making noise. You know, the LT made noise. You know what I'm saying? He was wild
He wasn't in
antics
front
and
of
all
the
this stuff,
camera.
always in the cameras. You know, Donaldson don't really kind of do that. He just did his job and went home. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. He talked a little bit, but not like that. You didn't really hear Donaldson talking. So I just wanted to be remembered as dude was one of the greats to ever play this game. And if y'all don't start doing y'all history, youngin, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget, dog, and just be thinking about the here and now. You
Man,
gotta think about the greats.
before
He
I
one of
get
the
to
great
you,
ones.
Mastermind, this made me remember something when you kept going on, young Penn. You brought this certain name up and it made me think of this team and everything.
Okay.
So have anybody remember a 5-time Super Bowl loser?
Yeah, Buffalo Bill.
No, I
yeah.
think that was four.
Yeah,
It
they
was
was
four.
four. Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Yep.
you know a player though that I was saying? Because that's what I say. Remember.
Mm. Nah.
All
Player that 5 time Super Bowl loser?
Yeah.
I gotta do is just go to Buffalo.
Yeah, it was
Just
one of
boom,
their
brother.
players, and then right, and who was it? Was it Cornelius Bennett? I think
Uh.
one of them was somebody. I think it was
Somebody.
Cornelius Bennett when he went over to. I think when he went over to
Not for sure, but
Atlanta,
yeah, it
then went
might
over
be.
to Atlanta.
Yeah.
That made the
Maybe
fifth
so.
one, I think, or something. So I didn't mean to jump off, but that just threw me on. You said because when you mentioned
Bruce Smith?
Bruce Smith,
Yeah.
so this loser popped in my head. Go
Bill silly. You are not on America. Not an American man if you don't do it. So he did win it.
My bad.
He get it out, man. This guy don't hit it. See, that's how we be behind scenes, y'all. Like, I didn't think he was gonna do it live on the camera to the man, but okay. Now, I'm gonna say this. I think that Aaron Donald will be remembered as one of the greats, without a doubt. But I think that he might go down too as I look at this individual as a great, but I just don't hear his name enough now. You know what I'm saying? They played the same position,
Cool.
Warren Sapp.
I thought you was
Yeah,
gonna go Warren
you
Sapp.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know what I'm saying, how much more would he I think it might just be the position.
That's
Maybe
what
that
make
might
it.
make your name, you know what I'm saying, kind of
Because we look
die
at the
down.
linebackers, we look at the
Yeah,
free
you're gonna
safety.
remember them. You're
Yeah.
gonna remember them. But you know what I'm saying, the linemen
Those
you
in the
very don't get
trenches in
no
the
yeah, you
dirt.
don't get too much love. But to me, I'm gonna always give him love. I'm gonna give Warren Sapp love, you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion on those positions, you know what I'm saying? But that might be the only downfall to him. But he definitely Hall of Famer, definitely a
First
great.
ballot. Yeah.
Yes, definitely a great. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy your retirement. That's
Yes,
all I
sir.
can tell you.
Uh, yeah. He gonna be remembered as one of the best, and some people's gonna he gonna be the best. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And now that he ain't got that ring, solidified
Right,
himself.
yeah.
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? He on.
Because he
Like
been defensive player of the year before, right?
yeah, a couple
Yeah.
times,
A couple
Yeah.
couple
times.
times.
So
So
yeah,
like you
you
said,
definitely can
yeah,
talk with the best of them. You got the
yeah.
Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying?
So
So
like I say, when people say, give me your when you picking your
positions,
all pro team and all like
yeah,
that, and your front four
Right.
might show somebody that had them on
his
your
name gonna
front
pop
four.
up.
You know
His
what I'm
name gonna pop
saying?
up. His name definitely gonna
Yeah.
pop up.
So you had you remember back in the day we used to be like such and such, Mean Joe
Mm-hmm.
Grand. Then from there you had your such and such, and then you had your up to dates. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Mm-hmm.
say, people used to be saying Warren Sapp and you know what I'm saying this and that. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. Then like you say, different positions. Sarah Goose would probably been somebody
Somebody
nose
mentioned, yeah, I
tackle, and
got
so
Right.
so yeah,
you. It's just
yeah.
it's
So
just the position, and then plus, and if you're a real football head, you gonna know who he is. You gonna
yeah,
definitely mention him.
right.
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Jerry Ball.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to my man.
Another
And
one.
shout out to
Another
Jerry
one.
Ball.
Whole time.
I just thought about man.
Whole time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Home.
Because because
He was a good one too,
now the
though.
reason why I say that, even though we was talking Aaron Donald like that, because Aaron Donald and these other greats, and I just threw him in there because he came to our town and stuff like that. But it's like they demand that double team no matter what. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so yeah, whenever you got to play on your squad like that, the coach got to come with a game plan for that player. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And
Have your game
yeah,
record like that, you
so
gotta put him in there.
yeah, so he'll be remembered as one of the best, one of the top 2 to 3, if not the top two. So like I say, some people won, but he gonna remember the great. And like I say,
Mm-hmm.
enjoy your retirement, have fun, and live life, player. And he probably what you gotta do 10 years to get that what's name because he retired just on time too,
Yeah.
for that year.
Yep.
So
With the
Yep.
pension, 8 years or
oh,
something.
it's 8. So like you
So
say,
he
then you
good.
get to retire. I don't think you hurt none of
Nah.
that. You
Nah.
going out
You get to
walking
enjoy your
good.
money.
Yeah, and all like that. I don't think you should be out here lamping and all like that. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but hope all is well. But go ahead and enjoy that.
No doubt.
Will KD win another ring, or is KD the reason he will never win another ring? Mastermind.
Here we go.
I
See
know
what I'm
that's your
saying?
man's.
These people, America, they keep throwing darts at me. I know what's going
I
on
know that's your
around here,
man's.
but it's cool. Okay, now look, KD. I think KD got a ring in him somewhere down the line. It might even end up in Phoenix, but I just don't see it right now. I don't have a vision of it right now. The reason why I say that is because
Mm-hmm.
he still got spurts of contributing to a team. You know what I'm saying? He could still be a 1 or 2 option on any team at any time. You see, I think he still got it in him. But I think the only problem is this: the teams that he like the team that he had now at Phoenix,
Mm-hmm.
they missing to me. This is just me. They missing a lockdown defender for the wing, and they missing a big man. You see what I'm saying? A true big man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of the center. You need somebody down there that can get physical down there. That you know what I'm saying? That
Mm-hmm.
can give you a physical identity, and that's why I think that Phoenix won't win it. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Until they get that, adjust that. part of their team, I don't think they stand a chance. That's just
Okay.
me.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Young Pete.
So you don't like my man who can't come to the game because he got a little snow on the ground? You don't like him? Anyway, so I'm just talking mess. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just telling you what the problem is now.
See, this is my thing. It's KD. I,
You think it's him?
I think it's just him and himself. And it's gonna sound crazy, but I think you could be too good. Like how MJ is so good. You would think that he should be able to put together a team and coach a team and win. You'd assume they would have won a championship in Charlotte, but he can't because he's just so good. He can't figure out how to give it to other people if that makes sense. How to teach it, how to help you be better, and all of that. I don't feel like KD has that in him. He's just great as a great player, great shooter, and stuff like that. But you didn't have people around you, so either you got to give up too much to get him on your team. So herein lies what you're seeing. Now you can't have a lockdown defender, a big man, because you had a squad in Brooklyn and you couldn't win. I mean, but you did. You had Harden, you had Kyrie. Y'all supposed to figure that shit out. You can stay, you turn up your nose.
Consider that a squad.
Why not? You had a
I'm
squad.
just being real. I don't consider that.
Now, don't get me wrong.
I'm
Bradley
say
Beal
this.
been injured all year, so that might play a little part in Phoenix situation. But
See what you just said right there? That didn't happen in Brooklyn. See what you just said will play a part in Phoenix. I'm just asking.
but
I'm
let me
asking a
explain.
question. I'm just asking a question.
Did you not have
Can
Devin
we
Booker?
address that?
Okay, what's your question?
You just said in Brooklyn.
Okay.
You just spoke of the Bradley Bill being what?
Injured a lot this
So
year.
in Brooklyn, he didn't have that?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, he was injured when he first came here.
No, I'm saying his teammates.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So why that don't play a role in Brooklyn, but it plays a role in Phoenix?
Because Brooklyn also had Kyrie kind of helped hurt himself. They could have stayed
Remember,
together.
Kyrie was hurt.
Kyrie's hurt, but he also got into that other foolishness. But they could have stayed together and put together a team.
Well,
Ain't nobody Harden didn't have to leave.
Will he win a ring or will he want to win another ring?
He's not winning another ring. And it's going to be because of KD. He will not win another ring. Yeah, I said it. KD, you're not winning another ring. Because right now it looks like the only way you was able to win another ring is when you went to Golden State and Steph took a step back to kind of let you be the man and just show up when I needed to. Clay could do it. Draymond could do it. But now you done went to other teams. You know, OKC, you couldn't do it. Brooklyn, you couldn't do it. Phoenix, you couldn't do it. You ain't got that many more years left in you, big
I
brother.
just say this. OKC,
They didn't have a
I can. They had a decent squad, but just think.
decent.
No, I'm gonna be real with you. They did, but you got to think when Harden left,
Okay.
that threw a kind of monkey wrench into a lot of it. Because if you would have kept that same chemistry, yeah, then you get to a point where Westbrook get to the point where he thinking in his mind that he's better than Durant.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So all that plays into a part of trying to win a championship. When you can't get a pecking order in line, you can't. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that you can win a championship. You see what I'm saying? So now, I kind of that's just me, America. I kind of look at that as just them being young. So I don't really count that against him as not winning a championship.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
What about Phoenix?
Now, Phoenix, I'm telling you what's going on.
He'll never win another championship,
Okay, go ahead. Answer. You can get your answer, then I'll come back.
and it's only because it's going straight to the point.
Right.
He won't win for one simple reason: unless he get traded somewhere else. He won't be because in Phoenix, who the man? Who team is it? Is it his or Booker's?
See, that's the pecking order too. But I think it's his team. To me, this is what I think. I think it's his team, and Booker should be the closer.
And that's what's true. So they're gonna have to make a decision because that's why I don't think that he will win another one unless he get traded somewhere else to like you say Golden State again where the system was perfect for 'em. Like you say they knew they packing order, they knew how to the rotation of the ball, they was unselfish, you know what I'm saying, the ball touched everybody's hand so much that then like you say sometimes on these other ones they still going ISO 1-on-1 and all like that, and then
And that's
at
not
certain
him.
times
He ain't got
it's
no
it's
control
it's,
of
it's,
that.
it's messing
Now
up,
let's
it's messing up the chemistry, you know what I'm saying.
Control of
The
that.
only thing now, look, the only thing that I can say that might be him is I can agree to this, P. He could probably be a more selfish, dominant star. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like this, start coming in there. No, I need the ball. You number two, you number, start just basically sign in the pecking order like how Jordan and Kobe and some of the greats do. LeBron
But do
too.
you think he can be at the top and they can
Atlas,
still win?
Yeah,
okay.
Mm.
because he was at the top. I don't care what nobody say that we can move on to Ice. He was at the top for Golden State.
But that's by
Period.
Was it
choice.
Jalen? What is Jalen Williams ceiling from OKC, Oklahoma City? What is Jalen Williams ceiling? Young P.
Um, I don't know. I mean, I feel like this is what I think. You talking about as far as where they can go in their career?
Yeah, what you think he'll look like? I mean, in the future, will he look like a superstar? You know, what's his ceiling? Where he, you know,
I think when they come to, this is my personal opinion. When they come to ceiling, everybody sky's the limit, right?
mhm.
So a lot of it's gonna come down to work ethics. It's gonna come down to what they
Love of the game.
believe. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And so, in my opinion, can he be a superstar? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I feel like these new age players, I just
He's
don't
talking
feel
about
like
what
they.
is it to you? I did. I'm saying, what's
Yeah,
his
yeah,
ceiling
yeah.
to you?
I just feel like these new age players, I just don't see that they want. I mean, they want that, but I don't know if he's gonna have that work ethics to be able to get to superstar. But I consider a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Will he be a star in the league? Yeah, he'll be that. You know what I'm saying? But will he be a superstar? I don't see it.
I got a great answer for this, America,
Right.
and it's gonna shock y'all too, baby.
Hmm?
You know who he is?
Who?
That's Mr. Paul Pierce Part 2 right there. You're looking at him live, baby. So whatever you think Paul Pierce is, that's what he's going to be. And you heard it here first. Yeah, I said it. That's Paul Pierce Part 2, buddy. And he's going to have that package. So that's what I think his title is. I mean, his ceiling is. Paul Pierce.
Mm.
Well, my thing is this.
You feel like superstar status.
Uh,
Yes, sir, Reebok.
Mastermind Gamma, Paul Pierce too. I'm in Gamma part two of another guy who's in the league, and they probably been in the league just about the same amount of time, or he might be in the league a year less. Jalen Williams, and I'ma say if he get any more shine, or if he goes somewhere else and somebody see and give some up, this boy gonna be looking like a Anthony Edwards too in the open court.
Yes.
I'm talking about in the open court, he gonna shoot your lights out. He gonna dunk on you like how Richardson. I mean how
Anthony Edwards.
how Anthony Edwards just did. Who he just dunk on.
That was
Oh
crazy.
my man,
Yeah,
yeah.
my
John
man.
Collins.
Yeah,
And John
yeah,
Collins got some
John Collins.
hugs.
They used to play before now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
see, but Edwards has a mentality of wanting to be the man on the team and a superstar and the face of the
But see, I
team.
don't
but I'm
think
saying my man playing with SGA
hey,
though.
he know he can't be the man
That's
on
what I'm
the team.
saying. And I'm saying, and then he playing with
I think he gonna
SGA.
be
Then
all
you
right.
got Chet Home, and then like how you say, it's the coach too. Remember you say if the
Yeah,
coach
the
drawing,
system.
if the coach drawing up for SGA and Hogan and them first ones, but you know what I mean. And then my man, you still get your points when they get to you. You know what I'm saying? Or then a fast, point. It ain't like I said, it's the West, so you touching the ball enough. But like I say, when you go somewhere
You don't
and
think Edwards start forcing them to make him be more of the man and not Cat?
No, no.
mm,
I think that's just going into the system as it was
mm.
going. And you know what I'm
because
saying?
like how
Like
you said,
I think
Anthony
Cat
Edwards
still put
found
up 50.
Anthony Edwards, like everybody
I
found out
can't stand
because
Cat.
the year before all this, he was playing cool. He was still doing his thing, but we all know, like how we said, he stepped up in the
Olympics,
Olympics.
yeah.
When they said, "Huh, you the
Right.
man over here," and then when you over there with all the other NBA players, and they're like, "Oh, dang, they making me the man." And when you get over in the NBA now, you gonna take that same dog because I'm the man.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what he did.
Yeah.
Now he playing like, and I'm feeling
Definitely
Jalen
playing like
Williams.
that.
Jalen Williams gonna be he gonna everybody get to watching that boy Jalen
Been telling
Williams
y'all for the
also.
longest. I told y'all
So
he looked like the next Paul
yeah,
Pierce
I'm
a
gonna give you
long
boy
time
though,
ago.
cause he linky.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
got that
yeah,
linky and
yeah.
yeah,
I just like
and he
the
got a
game.
shot on him too. He
Yes.
got yeah. So
Watch when he get it by the
check him
free
out.
throw line. We
Yeah.
see by the free throw line and get the dance and hit that mid range
Yeah.
jumper. You gonna say like that did look like
Yeah,
Paul
and he
Pierce.
play good D too.
Yes, sir.
Is Jokic the best skilled big man to play the game? Is Jokic the best skilled big man to play the game? Mastermind.
That's a tough one, y'all.
Right.
Because the first person that came to my mind, I know is everybody's favorite too, the Dream. because the Dream had it all too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the only thing Jokic might have over him, that's why I said it's tough. He
Shot,
might no the assist.
assist.
That I think I give Jokic might have that, but
Yeah,
then
assist, pushing the rock.
I think well I don't think the
Dreaming,
Dream can
pushing the
push the
rock.
rock. Yeah, that was
He
He
ain't leading the
definitely
break.
doing that.
no.
He ain't doing
But you
that.
know who else I could see too, and
Who
that's
that?
what popped in my head too. And I know a lot of people don't like him though.
Who that?
The Admiral, because the Admiral will push the
Mhm.
rock, the Admiral will pass
That's
it,
a
the
big
Admiral will
thing.
score. He could do it all.
Yeah.
We saying
Yeah,
athletic,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I think the Admiral's one too that popped into my head. But the Dream for some reason still popped first because I seen Dream take you off the dribble, then give you the Dream
yeah.
shake. I don't
Right.
seen him do the up and under to you. I didn't seen him come on the defensive end and lock you completely down.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Go ahead, young Pete.
I mean, it's definitely a hard one because, like you said, he can do so many, different things.
Mm-hmm.
He got great court vision. He can shoot. He put it on the floor. He can, lead. That's just this, big man world. You know what I'm saying? They all doing that. I mean, it's definitely hard pressed, but you brought up some good names. I mean, Shaq was so big, so Shaq just kind of overpowered people. You know what I'm saying at times, but I might can still throw Shaq up there.
Before you say this guy, because I don't see nobody said this yet. Because Shaq is a good one. And Shaq, even though he can push the brakes, but he was silly with it,
He was
at
silly
times.
with
But
it, right?
he really couldn't push the brake like that though. So he was the most dominant. So I'm gonna take him out of that. But who I'm thinking about,
Okay.
because I believe he was dominant all over. Defensively, offense can push the brake, check everything. I'm going with KD. I mean, Kevin Garnett. I'm going with
Oh yeah.
KG.
But
So
I,
I see.
man, I
I'm going
didn't
with
think of him when I was thinking
yeah.
of centers. Because
I'm,
I was.
power forwards, I would have thought of him.
That's what I'm saying. I guess once you started going, kind of went down the center road, I kind of took them people out, like KD out. I took Tim Duncan,
KG.
KG out. I took Tim Duncan out.
okay,
I took them
okay. Well, no,
people out.
we'll stay with the big centers then.
That's what I was just thinking
Okay,
because you said
okay.
Joker. That's the only reason
Yeah.
why I said.
So I
Okay.
took KG out. I took Tim Duncan out. I started taking people out
Okay.
because of that. You know what I'm saying? A little bit.
But
So I mean, like I said, outside of like I feel like Shaq was definitely there, but you like, he one of the most dominant of all
Right, right.
time. So right now, I mean, Joker is there. You scan the
I think
league.
what's the name might have been,
Oh,
Who?
not to change the subject,
no.
Go ahead.
but I think KG might have been the most skilled power forward
Well,
of all time, dog.
yeah,
I mean,
KG that deal.
straight up is
The
nothing
big
he
kick
couldn't
it.
do.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but like the question, I'm gonna go with the skill for all, cause like you say, I think Joker he can do what all of them can do,
Right.
but a little more. Like you say, he more consistent at the three. He can push that. He can push the rock.
He can
He a
shoot
hell of
better
a
than them.
assist. Yeah, man, everything. You know
He
what
can
I'm
read
saying?
the
So
shot.
yeah, and hey,
Oh, yeah.
yep. Do you think teams are settling for the play-in tournament as if that's good enough? Do you think teams are settling for the play-in tournament as if that's good enough, young people?
I think so. And this is why I think this, because I think they're billing it as if it's the playoff too, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And I think people used to fight to really be in that top 8 position. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now, if you telling me two more teams, so we're looking at 1 through 10 now, and seven, eight, nine, and 10 is playing it out. I could just need to just let me slide to the 10th spot. If I win that one game, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Then who cares? You know,
Yeah, but
seven and eight doing yeah, seven
go
and
ahead.
eight win one game. They 9 and 10 got to win two to get in. But I'm just saying, I think just feel like they selling it instead of look. We need to make sure we slide in. We ain't trying to be. We trying to be in the sixth slot. We ain't trying to be in no play in. We try to let them fight that off. Where I just think feel like this is my opinion about the NBA. I just think they are.
My thing is this: before I get to, before I forget and get down to you, mastermind. My thing is this: I don't think they selling it because, like how we had said for the previous year. Remember, I mean, last season when we were saying, hey, watch out for OKC, watch out for this
Mm-hmm.
team, and like how we say, even though we said watch out for them, look at them boys in first place.
Face, yeah.
Man, we
Yeah,
saying watch out for Sacramento, watch out for these other teams. Look at them, they all in the
Excelling.
playoffs.
Yeah, they doing what they doing. They reaching their
You know what
potential.
I'm saying? And the players, look, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, they not selling. But my thing is this: I think the NBA is kind of It's kind of smart. Like how we say, some people thinking it's rigged. Some people do, some people don't. But my thing is this. What I'm saying is this. If it was just any teams battling for the play in at the end, you won't be watching them. You feel
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
But now,
The
guess
name,
who battling to get in?
The
LeBron,
Lakers.
Steph, and
the
them,
name
and the team. You know
KD,
what I'm
all
saying?
that.
Them, Phoenix. So that's gonna keep you watching the NBA and stuff like that because of them. I mean, for the playing games to
Right, right,
where
right.
the NBA would be losing ratings and all that other stuff. It was some bullshit, as teams, trying to get in or doing like that. We were like, man,
I
so
mean,
by
you
being
know a little bit
LeBron,
about that. I
yeah.
feel where you
So
going with
by
it.
being LeBron, Steph, and KD and them, the superstars of the league, the vets of the
Basically, the
league,
face of the league is
right?
in the
In the player
playing.
game, you finna
Mhm.
watch them. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on. That's why I say, I don't think they settling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You think it's being mandated? No, I'm just joking. But look,
Hey.
I just say this.
I mean, I see
I
where you
just,
going with it, though. I see where you going
I
with it.
just say this. I'll be real with you. It's just playing out how it's playing out. Those
Mhm.
teams are like, if you look at the roster, a lot of those teams are 10th, ninth, and 8th best. You know what I'm saying? This is starting to become a young man's game. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it's starting to show. That's all I believe.
But let me ask y'all both this: so you don't think that would it? You just triggered my mind with the young man's team. Those
It's
teams
starting
getting a little
to, yeah.
older.
And they starting
Are
to
you
get they.
think are they settling for it then? Are they
No, they ain't
we know we
selling
can
for it.
slide we know we can kind of slide in the ninth
No,
spot and
they
we
know
kind of
this. I
in,
believe
and
this.
once we in we can do our
I think
thing
it's the
there.
exact opposite. I think they battling for the top because they know now I can get one of these lower end teams. The only team like I say that like a lot of them younger teams might fear might be the Lakers. But if you tell me OKC see that they get to play Steph and them in the first round, they like, oh yeah,
Come on with
Right.
it.
I got me a second round advantage.
And
You
that's
see what I'm
another
saying?
thing too,
That's what I
like
believe.
how you
You
just
see what
brought
I'm
up,
saying?
Mastermind. That's another thing, like you say. By them being at the low seed, these top seeds kind of might be scared of them and hoping to see where they fall at, so
Yeah.
they won't have to play.
I think
So
Like
that's
you
that's
the
what
said,
it is.
yeah.
And
yeah,
then I think the only thing that's the Lakers fear is this: if Denver stay one,
Okay.
because Denver they ain't got
right, right,
you know
Right.
stand a
right,
chance. You going home early. But if anybody else get one, the Lakers like, yeah, I take it
yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Come on with it. You see what I'm
Well,
saying? If I get seven, I'm
so
really happy.
right.
Mhm.
Will any number one seed make it to the final four? Will any number one seed make it to the final four? Mastermind.
Yes, in the women's. Tune in, America. The women's, I'm telling you, they will. Now in this men's, I'm not too sure. But I mean, the men,
UConn making it to the final four. UConn making it to the final
that
four.
bracket look kind of tough over there. But UConn is a good pick too, though. But I don't know. The only ones I know for sure, I know that South Carolina will be there. The
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
That's why I say the women, yes. Some of them guys, I don't know. It's gonna be.
I mean, because all of them
It's
got.
bound to be an upset somewhere in there with
I
the
mean,
men.
it looked like they was getting upset early.
I'm gonna say this.
North Carolina got popped. How you got popped in your championship
I'm
game?
gonna say this before I get to you, young P.
Yeah.
The women's number one, like you saying, Mastermind, South Carolina, you should get there. But if y'all should lose, and anybody was paying attention, and if other teams got any kind of height, because I don't think Iowa girls had that much height down low.
Iowa
But if
State.
yeah, Iowa, Caitlin Carkin, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they girls didn't have enough height for South Carolina. So my thing is this, and like you say, they was backing up off them shooters and trying to pack that pack that paint from them 6'7" girls and all them, but they were still grabbing the boards and you know what I'm saying and stuff like that. So if they make them, I mean, if they mess around and play a team that can do the same thing but can score like Iowa did, that might be the upset. Like you say, I believe that might be the blueprint that they showed. Get back there and live and die by them guards shooting. And then get down there and do not let them big girls, control the game and then let everybody get in the game. And I believe they found the blueprint that should be successful for somebody to do that. But go ahead with any one seed make it to the final four.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Men, UConn. I see UConn going. The rest of y'all, Houston, North Carolina. I can't think of the fourth
Purdue.
team. Purdue definitely not going. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a Big Ten fan, but y'all ain't going nowhere. So on the men's side, yeah, I see UConn doing it. On the women's side, I'm with you. South
South
Carolina gonna
Carolina.
do it, and I
I
also
think
feel like
no,
USC can do
I
it.
think USC could
Them
do
the
it.
two on the two women's side. I don't think. I think
Iowa
Iowa.
got too tough of a road.
Yeah, I think Iowa gonna mess around and get popped.
I hope Kalen get there because to be honest, you know what I would love to see? I
What?
want to see Iowa, South Carolina. That'd be
Now,
ultimate to me.
UConn men,
Okay.
like I've been saying from day one, ever just the way that Darren Hurley is playing that system over there. And as you notice, just like last year when they won with that big fella, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he got drafted to the NBA or nothing like that, but he gonna keep them big boys to for them pick and rolls and to
I
get
think he's
them,
still
you know,
young.
to get them boards and like you say, it's just easy for them the system that. But so and then that they play great defense and like you say, that just the way they over there balling, like you say, not too many teams playing like them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if they don't make it, it's gonna be a March Madness or a Cinderella upset. It's gonna be somebody on fire from them threes and everything. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And gonna know how to control that pick and roll a little bit. You know what I'm saying? From and either make them either don't settle for it or make them big boys shoot the jumper and don't be letting them roll to the
Right.
basket
Yeah.
so easy or whatever. It's gonna be a game playing somewhere where some team, but other than that, that's the only one I can see out the men's.
Mm.
The women, yeah, I can see them there, but
Both of them.
I just think they're gonna get popped.
Mm.
I
Who
think
you
that
think South Carolina gonna get popped?
Or USC or somebody else.
I
Which one
think
the
yeah
number one? You think all the number
I
one?
think Iowa
yeah
gonna get popped for sure.
yeah yeah.
I think Iowa gonna get popped.
I think what's the name? Nah, I think I will go into the final four.
Hmm.
If they go,
So I'm thinking.
I give you this.
Because Iowa got to play
I give
LSU,
Iowa and probably South Carolina
the best
in
chance.
a final four. But what I mean by I don't think they. I think Iowa might make it to the final two.
You
Hmm.
think the championship game?
Championship
Yeah.
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Iowa look good now.
yeah.
They more of a complete team than they ever
And
been.
the only reason why I say that, just watching them play, watching this, and like you say, it's all about the money. Do they want to see her win one going out? How far they gonna
Yeah.
let her go? Because
Right.
if she's staying in the game, as long as she stay, the cameras is on, TVs is
Tickets getting
on.
sold, baby.
Yeah,
Tickets are
tickets
definitely getting
on.
sold.
People is coming out. You know what I mean? And the viewers is there. You know what I mean? So the longer that Caitlin Clark is in the game, the more people finna stay watching this
They
female's
tuned in.
basketball. Yeah, you can't let her go too early. You know what I mean? Because like I said, we got good players with South Carolina. We got LSU with Flage and Angel Reese and them. Like I said, we got Juju and them Wax them at USC. So we got, like I say, well, my girl just got out of there. Audie just got out of there with Iowa State, but I'm just saying. So we got girls that's just carrying. But right now, her face can't leave too early.
Mm.
My opinion.
Mhm.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Notre Dame got a pretty good team too. No,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can UConn repeat its own history and have both men and women win the tournament?
we just touched on it.
Uh, no.
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 I don't think the women can do it.
Right.
I think that's where I'm at.
That's what
It's
I don't
Right.
for the
think.
women.
Say the women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Gino.
Look
You
at
gotta get
Gino.
back to recruiting, doing something now. We
No,
don't. Hey,
Gino. I hate to say it,
you ain't getting no more of them
is
players.
starting to turn into a woman's sport. You gotta put a woman in head of UConn. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta go get what's her name. Gotta go get what's her name, the Spurs coach.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
What's her name?
Hammonds,
Yes, you
Becky
gotta go get
Hammonds.
Becky. Say Becky, come take over.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Does anyone get a 50 ball in this year's tournament, men or women? Last question here, people. Does anyone get a 50 ball in this year's tournament, men or women? Either one, take it away.
I think the 50 balls coming from the women's.
For sure. It's not
And
coming from the
somebody
men's
in the
side.
women's gonna do it. I don't know who. I don't want to put a name on it. You know what I'm saying? But I think the women's side, I think a guy gonna get close. He might get in some high 30s, but I
Uh,
don't think the 50 ball even might touch 40. A guy might, but I think that 50 ball come from one of them ladies.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be hard. I don't think nobody's gonna do it, but I think if it's possible, it'll come from the women's side, and I'm gonna put a name on it. I think Juju can do it, and I think Caitlyn can
Okay,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah, he like, look,
Them my
and I'm
two
put a
people.
name.
Yeah, I'm
Everybody
putting-
gonna put two names on it.
That's number 1 and 2 in scoring.
I'm just saying, they're the only two I think can get close
But
to it.
yeah, they can get close, but but I'm gonna put it like this:
I don't think nobody
nobody
can do
going
it.
to get 50, but I'm gonna say somebody gonna get 40.
I could go for that.
I'm gonna put 40 on that,
Mm-hmm.
and
I think somebody gonna get 50 ball.
that might be a. But when they say that,
So
you know if you think that, you know when you go down there, they gonna ask you who gonna
Who
put.
gonna-
We gotta
yeah.
put that. We put that.
I don't know
$1,000
who though.
back.
That's the only thing. I ain't got the precise person.
Yeah, you gotta
See,
pick
they
it.
can say, "Do you think somebody's gonna put 50?" Like we saying, I would say yes, because somebody's playing some of them small schools,
Right.
and somebody gonna go bananas.
Only problem is sometimes they'll take them out early.
All right.
Might be too late.
Well, that's the end of the show. We thank y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Peace out. Peace out.